Today's Morphin Network video is brought to you by
Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Don little brothers, don better going, don little brothers, don. Yeah.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Morphin Network for the Superhero Special, where it's Morphin time every time. This is episode 48 of Avataro Sentai DonBrothers. I am Donbro Furry, being joined by Time Rider Zero, and joined by y'all for this Donbrothers, Donbrother party.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Awesome.
We've only got very few left, so let's enjoy the party while we still can.
Yeah, this is the anti-penultimate episode, which means there's only 2 episodes after this. And also check out our review of Kamen Rider Skits episode 22 that we did earlier, but not right now. Do it after we do this review, and then go back to that afterwards. If you missed it. And of course, stick around to the end of this review because we're also going to be covering one of my most I've waited a very long time for.
I'm already sick of King Odra, and it's not even out yet. I'm already sick of it just because I already covered it on Monday. I'm covering it again. Now I'm covering it again. I'm gonna slap somebody.
Why not slap your can of water or whatever right open and then drink some more?
Does my name look like it's Troy? Do I look like I just wear a leather jacket all the time, even during the summer? No.
Glowy hands. That you do have glowy hands though.
And I ain't trying to go Super Saiyan, but either way, yes. DonBrothers, episode 48.
9
DonBros.
I know that the official spelling of the episode is a little bit differently, but I feel like spelling out the actual number 9 makes it less confusing. It's like episode 48, 9 Don. Wait, what? 48, 9, what? Saying that out loud just sounds weird.
It does sound weird.
There we
go. Okay. But yeah, man, this picks up where last week left off. Same monsters, Jack, like Battle Fever J,
Saiki and Dengeki.
Yes. So that like we can just move brush past them. So the remaining DonBrothers is Haruka, Tsubasa, Shinichi. Yeah, that's it. And then you got the 3 Cerberans.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're still not all getting along. Shinichi and Sonoza at each other's throats. Tsubasa just don't want to deal with none of this mess. He's basically like, look, if I was better off not knowing about y'all, but now knowing y'all, it's just been nothing but a headache for me. So I'm out.
What a drag.
Yes, basically. Like, he's on some Shikamaru-ish. He's not wrong when he says it out loud. Like when he was doing his lone wolf shtick, he was fine. He was cool, and he has Murasame. I still think he's the master of Murasame because we haven't seen him in a long, long time. Even chat.
Hey, do you think Murasame is kind of like a Horcrux, where like he's slowly like tearing away from everyone?
I don't know. No, wasn't Murasame used recently? I don't even know anymore. Murasame has just been in and out of the series for no reason, which sucks. Because I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, I already told myself, look, if there's any loose ends, I'm okay with it because DonBrothers is just so good. I can overlook it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the hell with Murasame?
Yeah, but I'll say this: the one thing, like going back to an earlier episode, I'm a little upset with Dawn Killer because I was hoping that it would turn into like a Green Ranger. So like I was hoping at some point we'd get a thing where we got red, blue, yellow, black, pink, gold-ish, purple, and green together. Silver if you include Dawn Killer Killer.
Well, technically silver because of Thunderbolt. What, are we trying to recreate Cure Major? Not Cure Major, Q Ranger.
Q Ranger, yeah. Or at least Kyoruger.
But
because at least that season, I don't know. Wait, actually, both seasons have a purple ranger. Man, out of three seasons, only one of them had a small team with a purple ranger. The other two seasons had 10 or more.
Well, Geki Ranger just had the 5.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only one because they only had 5, technically 7 if you include Rio and Melee.
Yeah, but those are more auxiliary type of people.
Yeah, they're extra heroes. They're the ones that those are the spares that Bosco keeps just in case.
Yeah, those are that. But yeah, things are just getting from bad to worse for our boy Tsubasa.
Yep. Because he's still being targeted by the police for no reason. Well, actually, there is a reason. Those points that he used to save Sononi, as a certain guy who likes to wear a lot of black would say, this love is taking its toll on me.
I mean, technically, that man is for the streets too, so that's actually perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, very perfect, very very fitting. Nah, but yeah, because of those points, he's now a fugitive again, and it's like, okay, what did piss me off is that instead of explaining to her right off jump, you should have explained to her what was happening. Because she's over here asking questions, which makes me fear for what's gonna happen next week. Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be mad with the character of Natsumi and Miho. I'm gonna write her off completely.
Yeah, but I do find it funny how it's like where like he pushes her away from the police officer, and like as he's pushing her, they end up right next to a wall of posters.
Yeah, it happens. Like, oh crap! I was like, yep, there goes.
Here we go, Rango all over again.
Yep, he was a free man, but because of it's always the girls for the streets that be messing up your life. You can't be messing, like Uncle Snoop said. Don't love these. Well, you know what you don't love these gardening tools that are meant for other types of terms.
Too many watering tubes.
So, yeah, can't trust them, can't love them. That's what happens. But I think, I honestly think, they're adults. They can have that conversation. But we'll fixate on that later because now we gotta head back to the Donbro's Cafe for a bit.
And let us know in the comments what you guys think about this romantic relationship. By the way, because we are live.
Yeah, let us know what you think about this whole Tsubasa, Sononi, Natsumiho, whatever. I've written off Kijino in this because he did this himself. He did that himself. Yeah, he ruined himself just like Jung from Kim's Convenience and Mordecai from Regular Show. They're all the same guy. I love that you brought. Shout out to Kim's Convenience.
I love that show. Like it's got a certain Britishness to it that I really like.
Nah, see, tangent for like 5 seconds. If y'all love Kim's Convenience and you know how to get to the CBC gem.cbc.ca, and if you have a VPN, link it to Canada. There you go. You can watch. It's not a well, actually no, it does have a sequel series starring Nicole Power, Shannon's character. They got that spin-off going on, so you got that. But you also got Run the Burbs, Andrew Fung, the whole new show. It's amazing. It's on the 2nd season. Absolutely love it. Every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Watch Run the Burbs.
Yeah, but no, like no. When I was watching Kim's Convenience, I'm like, Jung and Kimchi remind me of Mordecai and Rigby to a T. They remind me of them to a T because Jung / Mordecai, like at the beginning of the series, you think he's the responsible one, while Kimchi / Rigby is like the goof off. But then like Kimchi / Rigby pulls himself pulls himself up the bootstraps, gets a GED / managerial position, and like they go out there, get their girl, while Jung / Mordecai is just like self-defeating to the point that they ruined their relationship with Margaret / Shannon.
I'm gonna blame Marvel on that one. That's Marvel's fault. That's why.
Yeah, and honestly, Kichino is basically Mordecai. He's a bird.
Yeah, he
is a bird, just like that.
But we'll worry about that next week. But for now, we've got this dynamic duo. These two play off each other so well.
Yeah, Sonasa is broke, and like, okay, first of all, I love the words of encouragement he gives. He's like, the reason why I use your comic panels in order to seal away Morasame is because I want him to smile because I think he would love your comics. And then when she offers to pay for his meal, he's like, no, you will pay for me when you become a famous mangaka. I'm like, look at you having faith in her.
That's support people need in their lives.
Man, like you, like Sonasa, you are a goat. You are a goat. As a human. I know you're not a human, but as a human, you are a goat.
Yes, but unfortunately,
you are what people need to aspire to become.
Because Mans just spills he just spills the sundae all over Shinichi, right on his crotch. Right there. He's like, whoops.
And starts scooping it up by hand.
It just slipped. Whoopsie doodle. Your Honor, my client would like to claim an oopsie.
Looks like I picked up a bouquet of oopsie daisies.
My client likes to my client would like to plead a whoopsie daisy or a whoopsie poopsie. But hey, it is what happened. They're trying to figure out what to do about the menaces that are Sonoshi, Sonogo, and Sonoroku. And as we said last week, the comedy comes in threes.
So remember how we said, remember how I said I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see Sonoroku's hijinks. We finally get here, folks. And it did not disappoint. I'm like, where is Cassie when you need her? Cassie from Power Rangers in Space? Where's Cassie when you need her?
No, man, out of pocket. Sorry. He is so out of pocket. He's like, hey, old lady, let me help you with those bags. Yeet! And then it's like, oh, that's a cute baby, but that's an old stroller. Let me help you with that. Yeet!
Yoink! And naturally, Sonoshi and Sonogo are like, man, like, what's wrong with this guy? If we didn't have to work with him, we wouldn't.
Yeah, they're like, that is one where that is not helpful at all. That's how it's like. That's his definition of helping. Like, my God, that is the worst.
I do owe the audience an apology. I did mess up. The actor playing Sonoroku, like, he's not the actor who played Gamel, but he did play other characters in Kamen Rider. He played other characters in Kamen Rider, and his dad and younger brother were also characters on the show as well.
Like Gamel
was in the show as the DMV instructor. That's where I got messed up. Like, I knew that actor was in DonBrothers. I forgot which character it was, so I made the mistake of, because it's a haircut. They have the same haircut.
Yeah, it's that Toku royalty. It's in the fam. But yeah, so that hilarity and stuff.
Sonoroku is still my favorite heel.
To this point. Sonoshi, I resonate with, because you gotta sanitize people, because people are nasty, especially the damn game master licking his hand, putting it on Keiwa's shoulder. Nah. Where's Sonoshi? Like, nope. Out of here with that mess, boy.
Oh, okay, guys. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, death battle. Sonoshi versus Chirami. Who would win?
Money's on Sonoshi, hands down.
Yeah, but have you seen the way he uses the worm?
For his own good.
Like, can you imagine if like Sonoshi tries to like use that sanitizer on Chirami and somehow doing the worm makes every single speck of that white powder miss?
Oh yeah, oh boy, that actually would be a fight to see though. But unfortunately, we won't be able to get it because Geese is going to continue on without Don, brother.
No,
but that's okay.
King Ocher, you live up.
Well, I got
to
my
expectations.
See, because we covered the thing on Monday night, we already have our thoughts, and I will give away some of those thoughts after we talk about DonBrothers. But it's back to the tea.
Here we go.
Okay, so this is an interesting conversation where she's like he's having troubles telling her what's happened. You know, he's actually about to tell her too about why he's on the run and stuff. But he's also like, what do you know a person named Miho? And she's like, I had a dream about that. It's like I remember I told you I always wanted to be a housewife, and I wanted to be a beautician. Yeah, and we obviously know that from her cutting his hair. So we knew that that's her dream to be like just a housewife, to be a beautician. She's just that multifaceted. That acting isn't just her only dream. Is that she wants to be a housewife, she wants to be a homemaker, she wants to be a beautician, she has all these aspects and goals. And it's not like he didn't notice or pay attention. It's like he didn't get enough time to really pay attention or notice because again, bestial.
Yep. And also a completely different thing. The way they discuss the stuff, like him questioning her about Miho and her questioning him about Sononi, it makes me wonder if the way Tsubasa described Natsumi isn't entirely what she is like. Like, what if there's a certain jealous or like toxic side to her that he didn't know existed because he was too blinded with love? And I'm not saying she's completely in the wrong in this situation. I'm just saying.
I think there's a side of her he's never seen, but then because of her being captured, he saw some of that through Miho.
Yeah, but I feel like also there are certain sides of her that he didn't see before the kidnapping.
Yeah,
because he wasn't paying attention, like not both positive and negative. And I'm not trying to say like Natsumi, it belongs to the streets or anything, or she's a toxic person or anything.
I will save my judgment for Saturday.
Yeah,
I better be wrong.
I agree. But I'm thinking like what if there are certain parts of her, both positive and negative, that he did not even pay attention to because he was so infatuated with the idea of her.
Puppy love.
There you go.
It's a pun, but it actually, that fits his character. He's just such. He's just a
like. What if she actually wanted to date someone like the kind of person that Kijino was at the beginning of the series? Not the kind of person he is at the end. I mean, the kind of person he was at the beginning of the series. And she was trying to groom Tsubasa to become that kind of person.
I mean, we'll find out in 2 days. I better be wrong. I swear I better be wrong. I want to be so swerved. I want to be so swerved that I would think that Vince Russo wrote the next episode. That's how bad I want this to be a swerve.
But I'll say this. I think that we're going at an interesting angle that leaves a lot to be explored. And honestly, I feel very invested and engaged in wanting to explore all those possibilities. So like to the writers, hats off to you.
It's Toshiki Inoue, so
yeah.
So
I mean, you did co-write this.
as soon as he's about to tell her, obviously, bam,
Blockers.
These guys first, they just don't like love. They don't love love, which I mean, fine, whatever. But still, so yeah, you got Tamaki and Shinosuke. That's his name.
Yeah.
So they're trying to. Okay, like I said, they are Will and Jada. They are Will and Jada. For God's sake, they are Will and Jada based off toxicity, not off personality. Because Shinosuke, he ain't no good douche. Let's just be real. He no good for her. She has low self-esteem. If anything, he's more Jada-like and she's more Will-like. So yeah, technically, yeah, Will.
Yeah, because like he's the one that proposed the open relationship.
He's the one entangling up in here.
Well, she's the one. She's the one who's throwing hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I gave them different names. Willa and Jaden. Or no. Wait, no. There's already Jaden. Willa and Jade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. What's it called? Sakaiki is definitely the flapper, and Dengeki is the slapper. She'd be throwing them hands.
And obviously, they're like,
Wax
oh
up.
no,
Wax up.
Sonogoku Roku,
Sonoroku.
No, like the name, because remember Sonoi combined the names. So Sonoshi,
Sony, Sonosa, Sonoyon, Sonogo, Sonoroku, Sonona.
He combined them as like a team name. It was like Sonoi Go Roku.
Oh yeah.
Sonoi Go Roku.
Sonoshi Goroku.
Sonoshi Go Roku. That's it. Sonoshi Go Roku.
As opposed to Sonoi Nisa.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just like, nah, we can't have these two loving each other. So he shoots them with these anti-love darts, and right there, he shoots them with these. Like, it just made me think of Gravity Falls with Love God, because I actually was watching that earlier today, and it's like that anti-love potion that Mabel tries to spray on Robbie and Tambry.
Mm-hmm.
But this time it was executed instead of just like, oh, just leaving it be. No, it was executed.
Yeah, I remember that episode of Billy and Mandy where like they meet Nigel Planter for the third time, and like he's got all these love chocolates, and he accidentally eats one and then looks at it, so he's like, I'm in love with this chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's like the opposite of that.
I will always pair Billy and Mandy with any type of tokusatsu, because I remember just one day watching Billy and Mandy, but then also
they did have a tokusatsu episode.
Of course it did. But I think it's just because I was watching Ninja Storm while also watching Billy and Mandy hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like Billy and Mandy will always have that special place in my heart for tokusatsu as well.
No, it's just that for me, like me and my special someone were like watching Billy and Mandy recently, so I actually got to the episode with a monkey.
Well, speaking of monkeys, a monkey shows up with a dog and a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it's just the monkey the monkey is the last one standing, because we lose Haruka and Tsubasa to the Smiths.
Actually, do you know how I know that Haruka is so well written? Because ogres have layers. I should have used that at some point.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Better late than never.
I'm gonna let you have that. It's better than using it.
I should have done that last episode.
I was just saying that you should have used it for the last episode, because Haruka has been well done.
Yeah. When she was like, ogres were supposed to be the bad guys, and yet here we have one as a teammate. It's almost as if ogres have layers. Parfait have layers. Ogres have layers. Parfaits have layers.
So they had to do a tactical retreat.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, little boy Gold blew his horn, and no one was there to answer except his imaginary friend.
himself.
Yeah.
Now, like Jiro, see, like again, Jiro's gone through it. His whole life was a lie. He had no friends, no family, really. It was just him being groomed to be the next protector of the bestial garden forest. I mean, but yeah, it was a bit rushed because there was so much crammed into these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's still well enough. It's like he is now whole as just Jiro. No happy-go-lucky shonen hero Jiro. No feral Jiro. Just Jiro.
Well, I have a thought. You know how they said Jiro used to be feral until like he made those friends?
Mm-hmm.
What if Tiger Jiro was the real Jiro and Dragon Jiro was the imposter that took over his body instead of the other way around?
We've actually brought up this question before.
Yes.
And I still think that we actually know this question has been brought up, but I think more so this is like, oh, duh, this is Dragon Ball. Duh. Because he was the only person in
That's because he's based on Son Wukong.
No.
Sort of, kind of, not really.
Goku. This is Goku finally becoming his whole Saiyan self. This is because Feral Jiro was just that wild Saiyan baby messing things up. Then all of a sudden, knocked his head, becomes good.
Then he becomes Hillbilly Goku.
Exactly. But instead, he's put under a trance to become this Hillbilly Jiro. Duh. And this Jiro is his Super Saiyan form. And there's a reason why I'm calling it that.
And they're both based on Journey to the West.
Yes, this is his Super Saiyan Jiro now. But there's a reason why I call it Super Saiyan Jiro.
Which we're going to see in a hot minute.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Meanwhile, Sonoe plans an ambush.
Well, actually, no, he's just chilling. He wasn't even planning nothing. He's just there at the cart because it's his favorite spot. And he's just taking care of it for the old man. Good on him.
Yeah.
But then Sanoshi.
God damn, this is so cute though.
Yeah, no. He's like, what can I get you guys? I'll take the round, take the triangle, I'll take the square. Sanoshi's just talking mad trash. They're all talking Sonoshi, Sonogo, Sonoroku, they're all talking mad trash about the DonBrothers. And then once Sonoroku brought up Taro, we're like, oh no, you didn't. You ain't talking about my ones right now.
It's like, especially Momoe Taro. He got captured so easily. He must be so weak. It's like, how you don't talk about my boyfriend that way? Oh no. Right. And they're like, oh my god, it's so annoying.
And then
it's like they instantly sanitized.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I like the transitions. This transition and the transition beforehand when Tamaki and Shinosuke went to first embrace each other. You see the love bubble, and then also get that mess out of it. I like that. That is actually really good editing on them. Mm-hmm. That's good directing and editing. And then they just did it again with the powder. And he's back in the DonBrothers cafe.
Yeah, so they need to come up with a plan on how to get rid of the Noto and the what's it called? And the Hitotsuki. And they know that it has to be a DonBrother who gets rid of the Hitotsuki because they need to be alive in order for them to bring back the others.
Yep.
But at this point, we're down to 4 members.
Yeah, because basically, if Sonoshi Go Roku take out the Hitotsuki, that's it. Ain't bringing back DonBrothers.
Mm-hmm. So the plan is get the Naoto off guard by getting rid of everyone except for one member of the DonBrothers.
Mm-hmm.
Then use Momotaro's sword in order to turn the two Kitotsuke back into humans. But and they even made a plan where Sonoi is like, you know what, you've known my boyfriend longer than I have, so I'm trusting you with his sword instead of myself. Consider it as an act of goodwill that we the original Noto, not these new jerks, got your back. Trust us or not, we got your back. And I love how what's called Saruhara's like, it's like, Sonoi, I will let you save your boyfriend because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, basically Sonoza and Sononi were taken out, and it's like, okay, Saruhara's like, look, I'm not good with sabers. He's not. He's more good with his. He's just more like throwing hands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, Oni has the club. Inu has the star. Kijino has his wings, if anything. I would say more the gun, but also his wings. Yeah, Saru just got just his fists. He's got the monkey strength, and
booty.
Yeah. But then, Taro's sword. So he's like, look, I'm not good with sabers. Gone. He gets sucked up. Then the plan was just to have it whittled down to one. Didn't matter who was between Saru brother or Sonoi, because they would get so cocky. Sonoshi Goroku would be so cocky that they'll just slip up.
Yeah. So
this is their plan. That's just nice editing right there.
Yeah.
So that they would blindfold themselves. It's like, oh, this is just you. We can just beat you blindfolded. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, where'd you go?
And he just like slips past them, no problem.
Marco Polo.
And I love the eyes that they put on the blindfolds. It's so funny.
I like that.
Especially Sonogo's. Like I think hers are the most fun.
She's just so mischievous and just so bad. Just give her a spanking. I'm sorry, what?
What?
I'm sorry. So, moving on, Sonoi does it, and it frees the DonBrothers. They all do their morph. Well, not all.
Most of them.
Most. If we gotta wait until the damn finale to get all of them together to do a roll call, that is the longest con ever in Sentai.
I mean, it did take 45 episodes, 45 episodes to reveal who the Black Ranger was.
Oh, God. That literally took them so long just to start doing roll calls. And even then, they haven't done it right. But then the fact that we are literally...
Yeah, because Inu brother was possessed by a Juto. The ones that they did a roll call.
The next episode, it's because Jiro's like, oh, well, let me join now. But then now, oh my God.
He's always late.
So now, but yeah, he back. He has reached Super Saiyan. I feel...
With his hair slicked back.
Yes. Because honestly, seeing the preview of DonBrothers, like, coming up next, DonBrothers, you would see Jiro with the laid back, slicked back hair, but also the penguin bestial. So you're like, oh, is it gonna be big? Is this form of Jiro because he's a bestial now? No, it's because he's his true self. I love that. I love that swerve. They swerved us in the they swerved an entire audience for weeks on end. That was weeks. Mine. That is long-term storytelling. That's AEW storytelling right there. I love that. That is what is they called? The bloodline type of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have us thinking, coming up next, DonBrothers, you thinking it's gonna be Jiro as the penguin bestial. No, this is just Jiro as himself.
And I have to say, they certainly handled that a lot better than Kamen Rider Decade did with that movie.
That's because they didn't care about. They just wanted to get Decade done over and done with, just to move on to
During the fall line, so they could have we could have a different season, and we could start an entire toy cycle every half year instead of every full year.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to give Decade the shot. That's your 10th anniversary, bro. But whatever.
Like you just threw it under the bus. Like even Jonathan Zackler had more respect for Wild Force.
Let's not go down that road of Power Rangers, because I can talk about Power Rangers for days on how mistreated that's been. But either way, the DonBrothers.
At least we did manage to have a 10th anniversary team up.
Yes, we did have that.
Only 30 minutes, but at least we got one.
We got something.
And of course, they executed the plan swimmingly. You know, the 6 main heroes fight the Hitotsuke, while the 3 new heroes fight the main villains. We get a beautiful not one but 2 beautiful split screens.
Mm-hmm. You hear the DonBrothers theme playing, and that's where you get the Super Saiyan. Is it Gold Donald Hygiene?
Yeah.
Going full, and I like how I love Taro's acknowledgement of Jiro. It's like, it's nice of you to join us, Jiro. Yep, I am me, the full me, and
I am him. He is me, and I am all together.
Yeah, you could basically see Taro's like just his trademark smirk, like as he's talking to Jiro. I'm like, the character is amazing. I love him. And then the Hitotsuki are done, and so we got
to break up with each other again, which they will, because habit. I mean, like if Ninja Guy
finally reconcile for now.
By the way, in the preview for the next episode, the Ninja Guy does come back. And I'm like, don't tell me you're gonna become don't tell me you're gonna become Hitotsuki for a 4th and a half time.
My man is 5 different Hitotskis. My guy.
Let's hope it doesn't happen this time, because we did finally get all 4. What?
No, he's definitely King Odra. That's not even.
He's gonna become an Osamaki.
Yes, so that's not even
He's
a spoiler.
Gonna become Osamaki.
Trailer and everything, guys. Don't worry, we're not spoiling it for you. The guy, Ninja Man.
Although, what if it was also an Avataro key?
I want to say that's going to be more for the Zenkaiger DonBrothers movie, whenever we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
Or the DonBrothers King Odra movie. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Actually, did we have a Kikaiki by any chance? Yo.
No, but I don't. But remember, they already had the gear for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But the thing is, what stopped them from losing the gear and then it turning into a monster?
Who knows?
Yeah. Because I can imagine there would be you'd have a team up movie where you have to fight against Kikaiki, Avataro, and maybe Osamaki, depending on how they deal with Ninja Guy. But I'm pretty sure Ninja Guy will become Osamaki next episode.
Yeah, he is. It's in the preview. If you guys see the episode, you see the episode preview. He's becoming Osamaki. My man needs to stop.
So everyone in the team's all getting along at the cafe, and then Momoe walks out, and Tsubasa confronts him. It's like, bro, let's be real. You did this on purpose. You got captured on purpose so that we would be forced to team up, didn't you? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then as soon as Sonoi shows up, he's like "Hey, partner."
Yeah, Sonoi knew basically Tsubasa and Sonoi knew Taro's plan and that it worked. And just that Taro smirk. I will miss that Taro smirk. He is more geeks than Red King Odra is ever going to be. That's not even a slight at Red King Odra. It's just like.
I like to think of it as character progress because in a way Momoe did something deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
Something that he would normally characteristically not be able to do.
Yeah, but he didn't lie. He didn't lie. He's not a loophole. He's learning.
And that's the episode.
Then we get the preview. No. Swerve me hard this weekend. I swear to God, if Sanoni and Tsubasa get together, I'm done. You cannot fumble the bag this close to the end of the series. You cannot do this to us. This series is perfect.
I do find it interesting that this season puts a lot more focus on romance than other seasons have in the past.
Again, Toshiki Inoue, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I swear, don't pull a Game of Thrones season 8 on us here. Don't do that to us. But other than that, audience, list your thoughts and ratings of this episode. Time Rider, what is your thoughts and rating of this episode?
10.
Obviously 10. As long
like the action sequences were perfect, the acting was perfect, the comedy hit really well. And again, rule of 3 they mentioned in the previous episode. It makes sense why they did not have Sonoroku perform hijinks in the previous episode, because that created an opening for 2, not 1, but 2 jokes. Both worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like this season is more about the quality of comedy than it is about the quality of action. But even the action is just amazing. The comedy is amazing. Like, it's really hard to find things not to like about this season or this episode. And like I said, it's next week. It's next or this Saturday. This Saturday. You gotta not mess this up. That's all I'm saying. You got 2 episodes to not mess up.
You do not pull a Game of Thrones on us.
Oh my God, don't remind me.
Do not pull a Game of Thrones on us.
The penultimate episode of Game of Thrones was the worst episode in the entire show. Now I feel like watching that Long Beach Griffey episode.
It's okay. I'm going in with an open mind, thinking that this whole Natsumiho Sononi thing is gonna be a swerve. It's gonna be the best swerve that Vince Russo can never come up with. But so
comment time.
Do you want to do comments now, or do you want to talk about King Odra first?
Actually, yeah. Let's do a bit of the comments now, and then open up to more comments afterwards to see if anyone wants to comment about King Odra specifically.
All right. Y'all know the drill. We're doing this live, so you can interact and you can say, "Hey, Mom, I'm on YouTube."
Yeah, right here in the comments. Do it right now. Okay, DJ Ranger Base says Bora Bill. Okay, I get it. You like amateur Brazilian football. I get it. I'm
more of a Ronaldo fan. That's just me. I'm a Ronaldo fan. But my man Messi took the dub this year. My man Messi took the dub before retirement. Let's go.
I remember a few years ago, Messi turned Super Saiyan Blue in a TV ad.
Well, I think Messi's an anime guy. I could be wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, Chest of Greatness says hello. 9 Donbros. Yes. Right? Yeah. Murasami says once again, I was not invited.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. Tsubasa's still the lone wolf. More like the lone puppy. Because he's adorable.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Let's see. And still tells Sononi to leave him alone. Yeah.
Of course.
Don Killer and Don Killer destroyed off screen. Let's hope. Let's hope. Because I know somewhere in the distance of space, cars are still floating around, and Sagata Sanshiro and the Walker Texas Ranger are still fighting each other.
Yeah, basically you see Superman just flying off, looking at the camera, winking at it. Sagata Sanshiro and Chuck Norris are still fighting it out. And then you got Don Killer and Don Killer.
Oh, which reminds me, by the way, first chapter of JoJo Lands just dropped. I already read it. And I'll say this: what I still want, I've been saying this for a while. You know, what would be really cool is if what's his name? Cars from JoJo Part 2 ended up in a wormhole that landed him in the Steel Ball universe, and he ends up crash landing on Earth at just the right time for JoJo Part 9. So it's like, how will these stand users fight this Pillar Man? So, like
I've been wondering that for a long time. How would the Pillarmen do against stand users?
Yeah. I don't think they'll be able to handle a Gold Experience Requiem or even just regular Gold Experience, because I honestly believe that is literally Hamon in a stand form.
Or just let him make fun of, or no, if he was in the main universe still and he met up with Josuke, he could just say, "Hey, not stupid hair," and then got his face beaten.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's see. Sona saw for the first time working in a cafe. That's pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
Regular show reference coming for episode 49. We'll see. I'm definitely open for some regular show reference. Donbro song is a manga fan. Yeah, I hope so too. Let's see. Won't someone think of the children? Actually, you know what? You're right though. Kids ain't safe in Toku.
It's what I tell you. They killing babies in Kamen Rider, bro. They don't care. Toku don't care.
Okay, so in the Chirami versus Sonoshi fight, I'm guessing Chess is rooting for Chirami.
Okay.
I'm so down to watch it. Okay. You're gonna wreck that driver with that dance. Oh boy, here comes the salt.
Yes, I'm here for it. I gotta catch my friend Johnny up on it, just so we're probably gonna just when we go to Canada, we're just gonna sit down and just watch, like, binge the entire parts up to the end of the episode, end of the series, just because he needs to see this.
Dart said make Hitotsuki go berserk. Yeah, they do. Like, again, blockers. Like, these people are just trying to find love, something that the world needs a lot of. It's not just for some, it's for everyone. But Sonoshi is not having that.
Oh, he ain't about it.
I mean, Sonoi's first part-time job at an Oden cart.
It's fitting though.
Yeah. Let's see. Blindfold plan. Yeah, that's a classic. Oh man, there's a lot of comments here. Episode 50, longest roll call ever. Actually, that should be the name. That should be the name of the final episode. Longest roll call ever. Yep, that's all Taro's plan. Let's see. Here comes the salt for episode 49. Oh yeah, Kamen Rider, Kaiza, and Yellow Racer are going to be there. So
yes. First off, shout out to Yellow Racer. Just shout out to her actor coming back into the fold. Shout out to that. Love to see that. Just seeing Kaiza back. Yes.
King Oger is going to be great. Yes. Yes. Let's hope so.
I'm hyped that Jewel Bard is back, baby. That is Jewel Bard, but he back. That's all that matters to me.
Yep. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
You've been waiting for. I've already seen it. I've seen it twice. I'm good.
Okay, so recently we had a trailer drop for King Oger. And because we got a press conference, I know this guy's already seen it.
I'm tired from it. I'm physically tired. You realize we had to do a whole ass hour stream of K-pop, wait an hour, and then do this King Oger, and then just because. Oh my god, the hassle of that was annoying.
So we're just gonna try to do this as briefly as possible. We're introduced to the main cast, and
wait, before we talk, what are your thoughts on Red?
On the Red Ranger?
Yes,
we'll get to that.
Because I feel
Now so we're introduced to the cast, and we are introduced to their respective kingdoms. So King Oger, the 5 main characters are kings of their respective kingdoms, and they're conglomerated and have insect gods. So first we have the Blue Ranger in the Kingdom of Technology. The Blue Ranger is played by Aoto Watanabe, aka Yamagust, who becomes the Tombo Oger, which is a dragonfly. Makes sense.
He looks like he's Square Enix though. Like he belongs to like Kingdom Hearts, or was it The World Only Ends With Us, something like that?
Yeah. Honestly, like all I'm gonna say is I like his hair.
No, he's got. Okay, during the press conference, his brows were a bit off, but seeing it in like the trailer and stuff, I'm like, okay, that's better. I dig him.
Yeah,
I dig
him. Now, next we got a character that I consider to be slightly problematic for very specific reasons, and that is our Yellow Ranger. We got Erika Murakami playing the role of Himeno Run, who becomes Kamakiri Oger, the Yellow Ranger, and it's praying mantis themed. Now, her kingdom is based off of beauty and medicine. So here's why I consider this problematic. I love medicine. Medicine is awesome. I love studying it. I love human physiology and all that stuff. But the character is described as being selfish. So it's like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, what are we gonna call her? Yellow Skrelly? No.
No. But her appearance does remind me of Princess Peach, though. But in a yellow dress instead of a pink one.
Well, the Daisy, if anything.
No, but it's not Daisy because she's blonde, though.
But I think she's more like Princess Ahim from Gokaiger, but mixed with Summer from Power Rangers RPM. Especially because of the butler she has, and she's just like this badass yellow.
Oh, you mean pre-Crisis Summer? Well, actually, Crisis Summer, because it's before pre-Vengeance Summer. Is what
she gives me both. She gives me current Summer, but also pre-Vengeance. So she's Ahim mixed with both versions of Summer.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like the fact that her kingdom focuses on medicine, because again, medicine is my thing. Next,
the jewels on her neck, though, my guy. That's just like how.
Next, we got our Purple Ranger. First Purple Ranger we have in the main roster.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah.
Yes, because and the things I was wondering, like, are they gonna say it's pink, but it's a different shade of pink, so we could excuse it looking purple, like lavender or magenta? No, this is straight up violet. So
that's Ryan's favorite. that is Ryan.
So we got Yuzuki Hirakawa playing the role of Rita Kanisuka, who becomes Papillon Oger. Yes, she has a butterfly themed, and her kingdom not only looks like a giant scale, but so it's the kingdom of law. And one thing I find interesting about this is high key. This reminds me of Ford Briggs from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
She gives me that vibe with her hair on the side. Yo.
And the way she's holding down her sword, too.
He is Lieutenant Armstrong.
No. Lieutenant General Armstrong.
Yeah. I'm going to tell that to Ryan, and he's probably going to be like, yeah, that's why she's my favorite. This is his favorite. My favorite so far is yellow, but also purple. But the next up, my next favorite.
Okay, so one thing I did notice is that she does have her face completely covered, well, mostly covered. And you know what's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this? She's a pupa. She's gonna go through I bet like her personality is gonna start off really shy, and then like she's gonna go through some kind of character growth, and then like she'll have like a full face reveal for the rest of the season where like you see her entire face.
Well. And then her collar will be more like Sasuke type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, as
I need
opposed
to
to
see what our outfit's gonna look like over the summer. Then that
yeah,
summer outfit's gonna be looking different. That's gonna be cool. But yeah, my
yeah,
favorite now.
yeah. So next we got what is probably one of the more decorative ones.
That rip.
From the kingdom of agriculture. We don't have like I accidentally deleted the images of it, so we're gonna have to look at like another picture of it. Like right here on the far right, we got Sokaku playing the role of Kaguragi Diboski, who becomes Hachi Oger. So he's the Black Wasp Ranger, and yes, he's very decorative. From what I've seen, he's very theatrical. He's got a fan.
Man, if you've seen his shoes, my dude's shoes is mwah. And his outfit, like he's got designs on one sleeve, on the other sleeve, this sleeve, the behind it is beautiful.
I get the feeling he'll be the hardest one to cosplay out of the 5, but at the same time, like he'll probably have the best personality out of the 5.
He has like all the drip you've seen here, you could see on Fashion Week, especially since this past week was New York Fashion Week.
Yeah,
you could definitely.
Dude, I miss Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, so.
Isn't it weird how France is considered the capital of fashion, while all the biggest brands of fashion come from Italy?
That is ironic.
Yeah, like you got Gucci, you got Dolce & Gabbana, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got other pictures. So let's talk about the Red Ranger.
Oh yeah, this is on some Wild Forest, not Wild Forest, Lost Galaxy.
Yeah.
So
playing the role of Gira, we got Taisei Sakai, who becomes Kuwagata Oger. Yes, he is the red stag beetle ranger, and his kingdom is the kingdom of industry, which is weird because we already have the kingdom of technology. So like I feel like one of these is redundant because they're both technically technology.
And something's got to give. They're going to war. No.
Yeah. Now, if it was like if it was something like, oh, this is the kingdom of time, like that because you got all the clocks, that would make more sense. Or like the kingdom of aging.
This is gonna have some if there's some Game of Thrones type of stuff in here, I'm here for it.
Now they did release some interesting quirks about the Red Ranger, where his catchphrase is, I am the Demon King that will rule over the world.
Who was watching Black Clover? Who was watching Black Clover while writing this? Nah, stop it. Get help. And
so it's like I'm thinking, like, is he seriously planning on heel turning at some point? That would be interesting. But in actuality, when he was a kid, like he and his friends would actually play heroes and villains, and he would always get typecast as a villain, like someone I know. So like I think he needs to get his Goldar voice ready for when he becomes a Red Ranger.
Well,
King of Industry, Kuwagata Oger.
Oh, you saw, like, as the image you saw, the man sitting on the throne, and I said this is very Ginga Man Lost Galaxy-esque. Because yes, he's wearing red. He rules the kingdom, but he doesn't become the ranger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Because there's hinted that there's gonna be a 6th one who's also a stag beetle.
Oh, we all know who the 6th one is. He could have made it green. It could have been green, Toei.
Could have been green.
No.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It could have been green. Although it'd be interesting if Momoe actually comes back this season.
He's not.
So like if they did a tradition where like the Red Ranger from the previous season would have a smaller role in the subsequent season.
That would be cool, but yeah.
I'm not holding my breath on it, but I know a lot of people are speculating on the possibility.
It's a speculation because Kaito did it, but Kaito was revealed in the press conference for DonBrothers.
Yeah. Now we do see like a cityscape of their 5 kingdoms and their Zords in the background. So this is really cool. Now, honestly, if I had to make a nitpick about the designs of the Rangers themselves, I would say, why have a yellow praying mantis and a black bee when you could have a yellow bee and a green praying mantis? You would have the traditional
Because
red,
they
blue,
wanted
yellow,
an
green,
excuse to
pink.
use. They wanted an excuse to use silver, so that's why.
And also you got since the Yellow Ranger is a queen, that means she could be the queen bee. Just saying.
Y'all also I think because Beyonce would probably have a fit with that.
True.
I don't think it would be
And
Beyonce.
in the trailer, we do see two other things. One, we do see the Stag King fight against a Rhinoceros Beetle King. Like, I know that the toy for it has been revealed, and it's going to turn into a giant cannon for the Megazord. But the fact that they have to fight it first, I'm curious as to how it plays out. But one thing I do appreciate is the cockpit. They do show the cockpit.
What in the Neo Saban? Nah. See, that's where I drew the line there. Like, this is Toei really just flipping us off at this point. They're like, you really try to make fun of our cockpits? Nah. Here we go making fun of your cockpits. Making it. You know what? I like this better than the American cockpits. Straight up.
Also, one thing I will say though is I certainly like this a lot more than the Red Ranger just sitting on a palanquin while the others just put their swords into the palanquin to make it work.
Oh yeah, that's what they did.
I'm talking about you, Ninja.
No, was it Ninja Steel that did that? Oh no, they had
Ninja
stupid. No, Ninja Steel had that stupid void room thing still.
Yeah,
but yeah. If this is them trying to say, hey, we could do void rooms too with our cockpit footage, but they actually make it look somewhat flashy. It's like, oh, you want to add little mech things to your little cockpit? Yeah, we could do that too. Toei is just screwing with us at this point.
All right. So let's look at the comments from where we left off.
What do you guys think? What do you think? Like I said, I like Yellow because of her actor saying that her favorite season is Gokaiger.
There are two Red Rangers. One is rebellious evil king.
Okay, what if this goes Hyperforce route where the brother joins the team later?
Maybe. But then again, I couldn't really keep my attention on Hyperforce because no offense to the writers and the cast and crew of it, because we know each other to some capacity, but the issue is just in general, I'm not a fan of watching shows where you have panelists playing Dungeons and Dragons. I like playing Dungeons and Dragons. I am not a fan of watching other people play Dungeons and Dragons. Even if you homebrew it into an Avatar themed D&D, Power Ranger themed D&D, and I've played all of those. I just cannot get into watching other people play. It feels less engaging. Now, if I could Jim Cornette Hyperforce as a show, what they should have done is record the the campaign ahead of time and then add animations afterwards to illustrate what happens in the story. So we're not just watching a bunch of people sitting at a table the whole time.
All right.
Just some ideas. If you ever plan on rebooting or retooling Hyperforce, that's the way to go about it. And again, it's not an issue with Hyperforce specifically. It's an issue of I just don't like watching people play Dungeons and Dragons. I'd rather play it myself. Let's see. Purple Ranger is female, but they refer to her as a king. Well, yeah, like Hatshepsut of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's called King Oger, not King Oger and Queen Oger. Although, there's nothing wrong with calling them Queen Ogers. It'd be interesting. Yes, Queen Oger, Slay Oger.
Oh my!
Let's see. He's the same actor from 01 as the tennis coach Humagear. Yes, Yes, the Black Ranger. The Black Ranger was a returning actor. He played Love in 01 episode 33. Let's see. The Kingdom of Clockwork. Yes, I like Clockwork a lot better than Industry because again, Industry deals with technology. Let's see. He wants to rule the whole world. That's not him. Let's see. There's a silver stag beetle in the scans. Yes. Okami Oger. Let's see. Yes. They have their servants. Gundam. No. G Gundam cockpits. Let's be real. G Gundam cockpits.
Right. Get it
Geki
right.
Ranger did that right.
Geki Ranger just does everything right. Geki Ranger is just like one of the best seasons.
Yeah. Let's see. Pacific Rim.
Whoa! Wait, Pacific Rim job. I've already used that joke. I've overplayed that joke.
Wow, really? Really?
Who's this? Who's
Just
that?
me?
Michael Brogdon. Oh, welcome, first time viewer, Michael Brogdon. I really don't like yours. I don't like you already, sir, and that's a rarity of not liking the chat because I love the chat. But I don't like you. I don't know why. It's just something about you, sir. I don't know.
People are excited for this Cosmic Fury because Saban skipped Q Ranger, I guess. But
Saban is the Vince McMahon of Power Rangers. I've already been through this entire thing. He is the Vince McMahon of Power Rangers. He's the poison to his own content.
I still prefer the whole. I still wish they kept the costumes from Q Ranger. I mean, they don't have to have a full team of 12.
They have new actors. New actors. Nothing against the Cosmic Fury or Dino Fury because I love them. But seriously, those suits look like toys. The padding looks just blah.
For me, what's worse is that the costumes look super generic.
They look generic. They look like toys. They look the padding, the muscle suits. Why?
Okay. Oh, Jared, bring on the spicy ramen challenge.
This man's trying to take the Henshin Gate initiation and trying to die.
Oh boy. Okay, I used to eat samyang fire noodles on a weekly basis. I don't want to do it again, partly because I'm on a diet.
Yes.
Now, if they were konjac noodles, but with the spicy broth, maybe I'll consider it.
You ain't taking no broth. We take the spicy Korean ramen, put a little bit of Mad Dog 357 hot sauce up in there because that's like what, 1 million or 9 million on the Scoville. It's high on the Scoville. That's all I can tell you.
Drain the broth into a separate pot, and then into that pot put in konjac noodles, and I will eat that. We're killing you because then after that you eat the one chip challenge. Oh, damn! I used to do the one chip challenge all the time. Damn it! But now I can't because of my diet.
Yes, but no, he's trying to die. He's begging to die. We don't want you.
If you mean Mike Brogdon, yes, he wants to die.
He wants to. That's on him. I mean, you saw it here first. You saw it here first, folks. He's begging for it. So if he dies, he dies.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is, Mike, I don't know how tolerant you are to capsaicin, but there are much better ways to die.
He wants it. He wants the smoke.
I don't want you to die, period. But if you are going to, please do it in a more dignified way.
He ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be dignified. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Speaking as someone who has a high tolerance to capsaicin, an inhuman tolerance to capsaicin, I would not recommend it. Even okay, but that's it for the comments. We need to wrap up.
Yeah.
So
that's a goal.
Hopefully, we've seen the new trailer for King Oger. We just gotta wait 3 weeks. Well, actually, only two and a half weeks for it to finally come out. Mm-hmm. So here we go. And until then, guys, comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. On YouTube, we are so close to 2,000.
We are on the way to 2K. So let your people know about Morphin Network. Tell them to follow. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. Tell them, hey, these guys talk about tokusatsu. They talk about Power Rangers. They talk about movies. Because if you want to know more about movies, you got to go to the sister channel, The Buttery Show, where soon they are going to be covering. Take it away, Timer.
Ghost Rider.
If you want to see that, go to
And of course, on both channels, we do actor interviews, both at conventions and via StreamYard. And in addition to that, we on this channel we also cover Kamen Rider, Skits, Kamen Rider, Amazons, and as well as other past seasons. And we're going to cover more past seasons as we do Skits concurrently. More Super Sentai on the way next week. We do episode 49 of DonBrothers. Be sure to check out our past reviews of DonBrothers as well as Zenkaiger, etc. And in April we're gonna watch the 30th anniversary special. We're gonna review the 30th anniversary special, but you can only catch that here on YouTube and Facebook. So follow all 4 social media platforms to stay up to date to all of the upcoming information and content we are making.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to follow our personal stuff, you could find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. Find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Our gracious host, where can they find you?
What's happening, you sexy mother people? I am Jared from Henchigate, the YouTuber's attitude. I am him. I run face, clap cheeks, wreck ish, push P. I am him. You can find us over at youtube.com/Henchigate, twitch.tv/Henchigate, where we go live. We talk about K-pop, we talk about anime, we talk tokusatsu. We covered the King Oja press conference. We covered more K-pop. We covered Skits and DonBrothers. So if you guys want exclusive stuff like that, you gotta follow our social media to know when we go live and do all that stuff. Woo! There's a lot more.
And we want to thank you guys for sticking around through this review. I know this is the longest we've done on a single episode of DonBrothers, but I think you will forgive us because we did do the King Oja conference. And we got a lot of comments in this video. So thank you for all of the support, whether you took the time to watch this video or if you took the time to comment and engage with us at the end of every show. And be sure to keep doing that.
Later. You comment, Rip Mike. Gotta write in the comments after you watch this, when past, all gotta write Rip Mike Brogdon because he wants to smoke.
But can he run that fade?
He ain't gonna run no fades once he's done with that ramen challenge.
Okay, but until then, until this Saturday when we do another 2 episodes of Amazons, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits. Stay warm or cool, depending on your environment, and hug and love your loved ones because this is after Valentine's Day, but you should give the love to your friends and family all year round. Mm-hmm. Until then, guys, we will see you later. Bye.